Okay, so let's talk about something we've all been through. You open up your portfolio and it's just a sea of red. That feeling, right? Your stomach just drops, your heart starts racing. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the psychology of a bear market. We're going to figure out how to handle that emotional roller coaster without, completely wrecking our financial future.
And that's really the core question, isn't it? Why does it feel so personal? Because it really, really does. It feels like a direct attack on our security, on all our hard work, and all those big plans we have for the future. And that emotional punch, that's exactly what can turn us into our own worst enemy when we're trying to invest. So, what is actually happening inside our heads when the market starts to tank? Well, you can think of it like this. It's basically a battle between two very different inner voices. Two parts of your brain are at war, and they're both fighting for control over what you do next. On one side, you have what the source material calls your moral calculator. This is your inner strategist, your calm, cool, and collected self. It's the slow, logical part of your brain that helped you build your financial plan to begin with. It knows your goals, it gets your timeline, and it remembers why you invested in the first place.
But when those charts are all pointing down and every headline is screaming crash, that rational voice, it can get completely drowned out by something much, much louder, something a lot more primal and a lot more urgent.
And this slide just lays out that conflict perfectly. On the left, you've got that gut feeling just screaming at you, danger, sell now, get out! It's all about pure, immediate panic. But then on the right, you have your plan, your moral calculator, and it's calmly saying, hold on, let's observe, stick to the strategy. Hey, this might even be an opportunity. I mean, it's night and day, right? So why is that gut feeling so dang powerful? Why are we so tempted to listen to it even when we have a perfectly good, rational plan sitting right in front of us? Well, let's pull back the curtain a little bit on this myth of the gut feeling when it comes to investing.
Look, our gut instinct is an absolutely incredible tool for survival. It's what's kept us alive for thousands of years. It's designed to help us escape an immediate threat, like a tiger jumping out of the bushes, and it promises instant relief from that "I'm about to be eaten" anxiety. But here's the problem. The stock market is not a tiger in the bushes. It's a super complex, long-term system, and that ancient survival software, it's just not built for the job.
Okay, so if we can't trust our gut, what's the alternative? How do we give our rational moral calculator a fighting chance? The answer is, well, it's simple, but it's definitely not easy. It all comes down to patience. But listen, we're not talking about just passively waiting around. We are talking about an active, powerful strategy. Just let that sink in for a second. Patience is the mechanism behind getting rich. It's not about perfectly timing the market or having some secret formula. Nope. It's the disciplined act of just sticking to your plan, especially through all the turbulence. Honestly, this is the superpower that allows your strategy to actually work its magic over the long haul.
So how do we actually do this? How do we put it into practice? This slide gives us a super simple framework for what we can call active patience. Step 1, acknowledge the emotion. Don't fight it. Just say, okay, yep, I'm feeling really anxious right now. Step 2, physically pull out your financial plan and actually reread it. Remind your brain of the logic you used when you were calm. And then, step 3, and this is the hardest part, you actively do nothing. Choosing not to sell in a panic isn't passive. It's a powerful decision. It's a vote of confidence in your past, rational self.
All right, let's wrap all this up. Getting through a bear market isn't about being some kind of robot with no emotions. It's about understanding why you feel the way you do and having a system in place to manage those feelings effectively.
So what are the big lessons to take with you? First, just accept it. Crashes are emotional. That's okay. Second, see your gut feeling for what it really is. A survival instinct that's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Third, remember that patience is an action. It's a deliberate choice. And fourth, the foundation for all of it, trust the plan you made when you were calm and thinking clearly.
Now, of course, it's super important for us to say that this is just one way of looking at the market. This is not financial advice. You should always do your own research and maybe even talk to a professional before making any big decisions.
And hey, if you found this explainer helpful for thinking about your own investing psychology, it would mean the world to us if you could hit that subscribe button and give this a like. It really does help us make more content just like this for you. And to leave you with a final thought, we all have our own little tricks for staying sane when things get rocky. So I'm genuinely curious, what's your best tip for staying patient when the market is down? Do you go for a run, unplug completely, reread a book? Let everyone know in the comments below. Let's all learn from each other. Thanks so much for watching.